Hello, my name is Michelle, and today we are going to talk about the gerunds and infinitive lesson plan. So, in this lesson plan, also we are going to talk about feelings and emotions, and this lesson is for students of second of baccalaureate. It will last 45 minutes, and students have to have an intermediate level of English. So the objectives of this lesson is to identify emotions by listening a testimony about bullying, describing the feelings and emotions of the people by talking about bullying using gerunds and infinitives, recognizing different emotions and feelings by reading a testimony about bullying, and right in the rating part they are going to identify and apply the grammatical structure of gerunds and infinitives by completing a sum. So the methodology for this class is the flipped classroom method, direct method, communicative language teaching method, the audiolingual method, and the total physical response method. The strategies that we are going to use here is that the students are going to work in groups and individually, and also are going to have some supplementary materials like emotions flashcards. They are going to have a reading of a testimony about a bullying, and teacher is going to use a poster, an informative poster of gerunds and infinitive. Also, they are going to use, students are going to work in a worksheet of many fragments of different songs, okay, for about gerunds and infinitives. So to start the class, to introduce the class, the teacher is going to choose one student of each group, and they are going to choose an emotion flashcard, and they have to describe to their groups. So the group has to guess the word. So with this activity, we are going to introduce the students to the emotions, meanings, and feelings. Okay, because in this lesson we're going to talk about topics, the gerunds and infinitives with feelings and emotions. So don't forget it. So first, as a warm-up activity, in groups the students have to run and pick a bag with words, and they have to put in order the sentence, and they have to tell the teacher what are the verbs in that sentences. Okay, they are going to analyze and are going to tell the teacher what are the verbs of the sentences. Okay, then students in their groups, the students are going to read out loud testimony about the bullying, okay, and are going to identify the different feelings and emotions of that they could find in the testimony, and also they are going to underline the infinitives and gerunds. Okay, after that, all the class are going to discuss and mention some feelings and or emotions that they found in the testimony, infinitives or gerunds. Okay, these are going to improve their reading and their listening and speaking skills. Okay, after that, the whole class is going to discuss about bullying with the following questions that do you think is right to bully other people? How do you feel if your classmate bullied you? So I choose this topic because in these days it's an important topic that every student have to understand. Okay, is this happens in every part of the world and in every schools. So students need to understand that is not correct and that they have to be respectful with their classmates and the people that surround them. So it is important to talk about it and to know their opinion about it. So after the discussion, the teacher is going to explain what is what is a gerund, an infinitive, their structure, how it is formed, okay, and when do we use it. And after that, the teacher are going to give the students a worksheet of fragments of different songs, so they can put in gerunds and infinitives in the songs, okay, all by listening the fragments of the song. So these also are going to help them in their listening and in the writing, because they also have to put knows how to form the grammatical structure of it, so they can do right the job, okay. And finally, to finish the class, students are going to review the topic. So by writing 2 sentences, one using gerunds and using infinitives. They have to make 2 of each one, okay. And they have to explain why do they use them. So this, as you know, this in warm activity. They are going to, in the warm activity, they are going to improve their speaking and their speaking skills and the writing skills, of course. In the activity where they have to read a testimony, they're going to improve their reading and their listening skills. When they discuss about the topic about bullying using infinitives and gerunds, they are going to improve their speaking, their pronunciation, and their fluently when they speak. And finally, with the worksheet of the song, they are going to improve their writing skills. So all these activities are going to be monitored by the teacher. She's always helping their students correctly in pronunciation, correcting the grammatical structure, the grammatical in the writing activities, also in the reading or in the speaking, also correcting the form of the sentences. So as homeworks, students are going to write a paragraph about a situation that made or will make them happy, and they have to use gerunds and infinitives. So the paragraph has to be about 10 lines. So with this lesson, teacher is going to evaluate the students in the homework part, where the teacher can see how they are using the infinitives and the gerunds, and if they understood the topic, and also that if sentences are well structured, okay. And to finally, also teacher are going to answer any students have about the topic. And also remember that students have to write two sentences with infinitive and gerunds and tell why they are using. That also helps them to understand and interiorize the topic and have a significant learning. So also I choose this way to carry on these lessons because in this way also students learn how to give an opinion about an important uh, event like is the bullying or an important things. And they help this lesson also help them to develop a good fluently and pronunciation, and of course to know about other things, other news or other things that happen around the world about like bullying or discrimination, topics that are hard but that students have must to know. So I hope uh, I hope that this will help you, and we see you and we will see you in the next lesson plan. Thank you very much.